Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy Tactics A2. Last time, well, we didn't get a whole lot done in terms of quests, but we got ourselves some things this time. Hopefully it will be a good go at it. I did dispatch for the Kamoa Cup. Zisto's leading the charge in it, and well, obviously I think they're going to win that. I did pick up Sleepless Nights, since honestly there isn't too much left that isn't a story mission. As far as Cake the Recipe, we are going to do that, as well as the Fatal Mistake in the Gorilla Deep, and we're going to retry Cheetah this time, so we are going to go at it. Hopefully it won't go horribly wrong, but we shall see. Alright, let's do another speed battle, and actually let's bring people that can actually fight in it and not just bring nobodies, which is highly possible. Not nobodies, but more along the lines of people that can't actually fight. Because I brought somebody along that couldn't really fight. Anyway, we bring in Luso, our ninja. We're gonna bring Rothgold. We are going to bring... Well, I could bring our Arcanist, but it's not gonna do me much good. Let's bring Puyuk. And let's bring... Oh. Yeah, I don't need to be doing that. Let's bring Pola. And as far as I'm concerned, I think we'll be fine in terms of damage. So, I'm wanting to get some extra AP out of this. Alright, we do know how this goes now. And, well, monsters like, "Rawr!" And we talking, it's like, I don't think he's wanting to wait. Alright. But since we brought Luso, I think we can pretty much one-shot the guy, because Luso's our strongest character. Well, actually in strength, Luso's not the strongest. Yeah, Peter is our strongest physically. But we do have a dual-wielding character that's going to make a mess of this guy's life, so there is that. Oh, fantastic. You're just going to straight up try to doom me. That's not what I was wanting, but okay. Alright. Let's kind of just run along here. Actually, yeah, that doesn't work. Alright. Yeah, this one... I feel kind of bad because this is an easy one and I totally screwed it up last time, so I'm kind of peeved that I messed it up that bad. Alright. Oh. Fine. Well, I got... Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna complain there. Puyuk... I can't really do anything there, unfortunately. I could do Sky Fury Blade. Actually, I'm just going to wait, because that makes these guys' turns come up quicker, and I'm gonna be able to do a little bit more. And, yeah, silencing him isn't an option, so we're just gonna wait. I'm wanting to make sure that I don't mess this up, which I can, and I'm not wanting that to happen. Deep sleep. Is that doom? No, that's just stop and sleep. Okay. That's actually really... That's a really terrible combination, because you don't actually start going down on the counter for sleep because you're stopped. And you don't stop sleeping unless turns go by. So that's actually pretty annoying. But we got this. It's not much, really. Thankfully, Luso had one more turn left in him. There we go. We're good. Ha! We got him! Well, we won.
Not bad, not bad. It looks like you took the lecture to heart. Yeah, you do, youngster. Credit with that.
I'm not sure what I learned. I'm not sure I learned anything, though. I agree focus is important.
Nah, so be it, so be it. We had fun today. See you around. Very well.
Okay. Poyuka gains a level, which is good. And always we get the extra law bonus stuff, which is good. Alright. We got 50 ability points this time, and we got new abilities mastered, which is always good. Alright, before we go into a fatal mistake, let's go inside here and, well, let's give these people some of their abilities that they master. Alright, I'm gonna give you the adamant vest, and that's really it. I've pretty much mastered well, not everything. I just noticed, yeah. And Body Slam is one you haven't mastered. Yep, I think that'll go. And once again, we are into a battle. This time with a bunch of traps. A fatal mistake. Destroy the traps in 3 rounds. You can't target all units. Well, ew. I want to say bringing Ocean's gonna be good. I'm not entirely sure. As far as Rodal, is he not really. He's not strong enough, really, unfortunately. I mean, I can have him just kind of take. Well, actually, I have to take off the avoid traps ability if I want to do that, because I gave him that. Let's go with Movery so we can get more turns. And go with Rothgold for some strength because we kind of need it. We're also going to go with Lillian because it's going to really help out. And do I want to bring Muse? I might bring Muse because all that. Let's put them back because for some reason it decided to say no. Let's actually just bring Pina. And for our trouble, I want to have some extra movement.
The interlopers We warned you not to defile our land.
Oh, it's not Luso saying it.
We've only come to remove the traps. They were put here by another. More lies. Once land is defiled, the air soon follows. You poison us, interlopers, you'll be punished. This conversation's getting us nowhere. Let's destroy the traps and be off.
Yeah, sure, it's just that are we going to be able to? Alright. Trap has been sprung, and it's the charm, unfortunately. And yeah, all the red ones are going, well, the pinkish colored ones are going to be those traps that have the charm on it. It's slightly annoying, to say the least. But if you can... So it is amongst that. Alright, fine. I didn't know if that was going to be a case or not, so... Let's do Inner Calm. So we can have increased evasion as we're trying to deal with all this. Trap has been sprung. Oh no. We lost some MP. Whatever will we do? I can't remember what this one does. Ah, status elements. Let's just go down here. I know that's an HP one. But as always, we just kind of need to let things kind of just happen for themselves, really. Alright, haste is gonna help. I don't know how well, though. It could go horribly bad. It could. It might not. Monday? Well, we'll see in a minute. They all have avoid traps, don't they? I had that feeling that's gonna be annoying. Yep. It looks like it. Yep. They've all got avoid traps. Well, good to know. Good to know that my assumption was correct in that regard. Alright, let's deal with you. Nice. Got a KO on that. Oh, I actually thought I was gonna get karma. Or stalked at least. Yeah. Get some damage in. Almost-ish. Almost-ish. Sounds horrible. Alright. Trapping. I could go for a Sonic Boom. And that would actually take him out and do some damage to others, so let's go for that. Alright, Waltwood. There we go, unfortunately. You made the mistake of trying to charm somebody that couldn't be charmed. I can't target everybody. But I can camouflage. Now you can't see me, you fools! I'm invisible! Alright. And you punch me in the back. Fantastic! I always wanted to be punched in the back. Not really, though. Just being sarcastic. Alright. Nice. We're gonna kind of roll with that. That way we can keep it rolling. Oh, Okay. Gee, thanks for stalking people. You're just so fantastic. Ow. Is that... Wait. Ace Fates... Okay, end of round 2. I was about to say, am I in trouble? I was hoping that wasn't going to be the case. But I was wanting to make sure. Nice. Got the KO. Alright, let's go this way. And then do a Sidewinder. Yeah, let's take out one of the guys that we're having a problem with. He's not really a problem, he's just an annoyance, really. Alright. Cool. We'll just kind of roll with it. Sky... No, no. Wind Slash, that's what I was looking for. And I don't know how much damage this is actually going to do. It's possibly going to do a lot. It might not do much. We'll see. It's 108. That's not bad. Well, that's 124. That's even better. Alright. Let's take him out. There we go. No longer have to deal with the monsters, and we can just casually deal with this. I know there's an ability from the Ranger, and I'm not sure I'm gonna have to look it up.
Is that all of them? The transfer the shore and our work is done.
That's essentially what the first one was. I was going to dispatch for this one as well, but Ostin's not a good enough level for it, so I just left it at that. So we did get a lot of level ups in that, which is good. Alright, we also got more abilities mastered, which is just fantastic. We're knocking them out the park. Oh, Sid was the only one that mastered anything. That is fine. We're gonna go for Ren speed. I mean, until we actually really do anything, I'm gonna let you have the Maximilian armor. And I'll let you also wear a diamond helm and have some arm guards, because most of everybody has arm guards. I mean, come on. I have so many of them. Alright. We're going to Morbella. Kamoa Cup has returned with obvious results. Nice. And let's go in, see who's mastered what. Oh, more people have mastered stuff. Good. Confuse shot, ice shot, stop shot. I'm gonna go with the long... Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, I'll go with this one. I'm going to have to remove that, however. I will give him an arm guard, but I do want him to have the concentration ability. I also want to give you critical haste. As far as you go, you've mastered Fire. Let's go for Thundra. You mastered Mow Down. I'm going to just give you the El Cid for Whirlburst, really. And then you have mastered Kieran. And I think the only other one that yep. We do have the ability to raise our friends, so that's going to be fantastic. But we're going to go for unicorn. I believe that actually, yeah, is immune to charm. That's why. I was like, she didn't have a ribbon. I couldn't remember why. She was just ignoring that. Let's double check the quest list right here. Ah, the story mission. Alright, we're going to Florgus for that one, and we're also going to the Nazan Mines. So, let's go through with that. Let's actually check the shop first. I want to see if we have the ability to get... Well, there's my question that's been answered. I was like, oh, I wonder if we can make something. The answer to that was yes. And we can get ring toss as well as loot level 4 with that. That's good. And storm forged armaments. And we got ourselves the Thor rod. That gives us a lot of good stuff there. And so we now have all the Aga spells, which, well, we have the ability to purchase that Aga, the Thor rod for the Aga spell, which is good. No, actually, as much as that might be the only thing that it uses, but I might be wrong. So we're just gonna not mess with it because I only have one of them. Okay, so it's not this one, it's this one. Okay. And it is a massive bazooka. So get more and ether boost from that. Alright. What else do we have here? Exotic armor. Let's see. Genji gloves. I'm gonna clear that for now. It sounds silly that I just keep it undone. Oh, yes, that as well. We do want to get a fortune ring, because at some point we are going to have one of those classes. And we're also going to need the Thor rod. Actually, let's see if we can't just have a little bit extra on those. I might not need the 2 of each, but I'm just gonna kind of roll with it. I'm gonna purchase the massive bazooka. We're probably not gonna use it anytime. We're probably not gonna use that soon, but it's good to have it. And we pretty much spent all the money that we had gotten from the quests to actually have new weaponry. Them's the breaks with this game. You think you got it all good, and just like, nope, you gotta spend all that money. It's almost like real life. Oh gosh. Way too much. That's been pretty much my life recently. Anyway. Cake the recipe. We are fighting for that recipe! Whether or not we can actually get it all, that is the question. It looks like we got ourselves a couple of cockatrices and an eyeball guy. So, let's see how well this will work. We cannot use lightning. Well, how serendipitous that we just bought the Thor's rod. Oh, hello. Pavati. You have Sonic Spin and Munch. And what do you have? Night, Twister, and Hand Slap. I can actually learn at least one of those abilities. So, like always, let's check Fire Veil. Almost mastered, and I almost mastered that as well, but we're switching it to that being on top. We're going to remove that sword And we're going to give him the ability of Learn. Also, I want to give him the immunity to Doom. Just in case. Because I can't remember if any... I know some of the stuff you can learn, it's Doom related, but I can't remember all of them. I think that's it as far as everything else goes. I think we're good to actually start putting friends out on the battlefield. Alright. Let's bring Movery, because he's got the ability to take care of Pavati. We'll bring Dulroth. We'll also bring Peta. I'm never not gonna call his name that. Just because. Lillian, and we'll also bring Pina. Just so I can have some side-winding silliness. And we'll get power. Crack! Looks like our recipe thief is a cockatrice. Makes sense. Cockatrices are well known to be pranksters at heart. Quack, quack. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's find those recipe pages and deal with any cockatrices that get in our way. I think it was 6 pages in all. You are correct. You are correct, Luso.
A bloody orb!
Sorry. It was just too good to pass up. Not really. It really wasn't that good at all. It was a terrible joke, or terrible shot at trying to be funny. It was just so bad that it's gonna be like a standing room only, to where like you would have to put in a laughter, a chuckle, to even simulate it possibly being funny. And then everyone just face palms because it's actually not. Oh man, what has my life gotten into? Alright.
How about have a gun?
Not quite gonna go that far. I don't know. Let's warp. It's an axe beak. Wake up call. What? Is that like a quicken? It is. Oh. That's interesting. I don't remember that even being a thing. Well. Okay. I'm just shocked about this whole thing. Because it's like, really? There's not really a thing? And the answer is yes, and then you still wonder how in the world this is actually a thing. Oh, great. You're giving yourself haste, and you're just standing up there, and you're not gonna come after me. So you're just gonna waste time because you can't even have a cohesive thought. Jeez, bird, you might have should have thought of something before you actually even tried it. Alright. Hey, Luso, mind having some speed in? Because that would be fantastic. Alright, Pavardi. And as far as you go, miss... Oh, come on! Really? You twister the wrong people! Yeah. That hurts, don't get me wrong, but she twisted the wrong people still. What? Oh my gosh, Luso, why'd you miss? Alright, I'm gonna make it so enticing for her to do Twister on this group of people that it's like, okay, she would be dumb not to do it. but watch her not do it. Because that's my luck. Alright, let's get some Sidewinder going. Do some damage at least. Alright. Well, makes it more enticing over there now, since there's gonna be more people to hit, but we don't know. Knocks back all enemies, so I can do the world burst thing and not have to deal with getting hit, which is nice. Hey, have a blind shot, sir. There you go. Actually, don't do that. Stay there. In fact, I'm gonna make sure as much as I can. Let's do War Dance. Does this benefit Movery? Not at all. But I'm going to do this anyway. Alright. Alright, Cockatrice. You wanna come after me? Fine. Thing is, I'm trying to remember if she if you actually learn Knight or not. I want to say you do, but that might just be like a first game thing. Again, like in terms of abilities, I'm getting them mixed up, and I feel terrible that I'm not remembering. I do apologize for that. Let's do extend, so we're gonna get spellbound. That does possibly have some issues tied to that.
Depending whether or not that actually works, I don't know.
Because you've got the attack up. Okay, so it's gonna take a couple turns. Not quite there, but we're getting there. Haste. Okay, that works. And we're gonna go this way. I think I'm just gonna shoot this bird. I mean, not really a point not to just to not do anything, so we're gonna run with that. And you're just gonna hand slap, right? Yep. Ah, come on. That's the problem I've got. It's these enemies not being silly to the where they won't do what I would like them to do. But we'll see. Oh, can you actually take this bird out? Almost. You could almost take the bird out. That's crazy. Alright, Peter. Dolzo car on the damage. Alright. I'm going to do War Dance again. Not that many of them actually need it, just one of them does. So I'm just doing it so I can spend his turn. I'm doing something. Alright. I'm not entirely sure exactly when the Lania is actually going to attack again. See, that's just overkill, but, you know, I don't really care. Ultima shot. Instantly kills enemy and does not even care. I love that. Time to shine? Alright, kill. We're gonna come over here and do Fleet of Foot. That way everyone can get some haste. And on top of the coolness of that, we got the ability... Oh. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but... Oh. Dude, are you a sniper or something, Dalroth? Because you somehow shot through brick to get that to happen. Alright, I'm not going to do that. Alright, we're gonna come over this way. And... What? Really? You go over that direction? I should have really brought a move. I should have gave Movery his stuff. And that's the thing. Getting an enemy to use one of their abilities on you is absolutely ridiculous. It confuses target, so we're just gonna kind of go for it. No. That's really the best way to go about it, sadly enough. Ow. Ugh. That's really annoying, really. I don't have words for it. Oh, you want to try to hit... Alright. Anyway. I'm just frustrated. If you haven't been able to tell. Alright. Kung Fu shot. Kung Fu shot. There we go. We gotta confuse. Alright. She's more likely to do some random stuff if I actually... Since I actually had you confused. But we'll see. And yes, I'm casting haste on her, so she actually acts more often, so it's not just... Okay, when's her next turn? Oh, it's like 12 turns from now? Okay. I'm wanting it to happen a little bit quicker, so I'm not waiting till next year before she actually even makes a move. And if possible, I would like to get it done. That way I'm not having to waste time off-screen trying to get more blue mage abilities. I might have to eventually. Especially with some of the abilities that are actually quite ridiculous. Alright, are you gonna do Twister? No, you're doing Knight. Okay, we'll see if that actually helps me learn it. I think it does. Well, I would learn it if I got hit by it. That's how that works. Of course it does. Everyone but the person I'm trying to get these moves to hit. Can you please? What? Oh my gosh. Game. You're such a tease, and it's so annoying. It's like, hey, guess what? We're going to not only have it where you're, I can't remember. Okay, it's down here. Oh, actually, I shouldn't do that, because I don't want you actually using Twister on him. Ugh. The most random nonsense ever. Haste and confuse fades. And then you're gonna just walk over here and not do anything but attack. Haste to go. Cause I need you to attack more often. Oh. How about... Oh, okay. You doing night again? Okay. So, can you actually hit Luso this time, please? I'm not gonna know until I... Oh, it hit him. There we go, he learned it. I knew he could learn it. I just didn't... I couldn't remember if it was in... I knew you could learn it, I just couldn't remember if it was the first game or this game. It might be both. I know there's some that carry over into ones you can learn. Some there aren't. That isn't the case, but yeah. Let's just kind of let that happen. Yo, you want to come Twister? Oh. Let's kind of sort of make it where it's somewhat enticing to do it. I'm just trying. I'm grasping straws at this point because I really want Luso to learn this. Alright, haste fades, that's fine. Are you going to hand slap? Yes, you are hand slapping. That's not good. Especially when you are attacking someone that has a really big blade. Surprising enough, though, you didn't do a whole lot of damage. Alright. Well, let's just go through this rigmarole again. Alright. Confuse shots. Oh. No. I'm not doing that. Alright. Let's just let it wait out. And we'll make sure you don't move, and then we'll move everyone out of the way so you are forced to attack somebody. Oh. Fantastic. Alright. If you want to cast it, you're gonna have to hit somebody with it. Oh, you use a knight. Ah. Well, someone's asleep. Alright, this is what I'm going to try to do. Let's see if it actually works or not. I don't know how ridiculous this may look like. I just want to be able to get this. And because... Okay. You just waited. Alright, haste fades. Are you going to... Yes! Finally! But is it gonna hit? That's the thing. Okay, there we go. It hit. Did you learn it? No, you didn't. Okay. So you can't learn Twister in the first game. You learn Twister in the first game, you learn Knight in this game. See, again, I'm getting things mixed up. Because he should have actually learned it, but he didn't, obviously. Let's just use haste to go. Alright. Anyway. That was a rigmarole. But yeah. Got Knight, which just puts enemies to sleep, which is good. It targets all enemies, so it unlike the Tinkerer, you're not risking hitting yourself with a move like that. But that's the thing, it's not guaranteed. Well, same thing with the Tinkerer, it's not guaranteed to hit all your characters. So it's not terrible. It's not the most ridiculous thing ever, but, well, that's all of it.
What a detailed recipe. Every ingredient is rare, expensive, or both. Must be a real pain to make.
Well, that's probably why they want the recipe pretty badly. Dulroth and Movery are MVPs, because why not? Got some good stuff going there. And there we go. Okay, the recipe has been mastered, and we have mastered new abilities, which is good. I'm guessing one of them... No, actually no. Well, we're gonna go back to the dual wield, and we're gonna take the fortune ring off, and we're going to switch it back to the fire veil blade. Now you have mastered backdraft. Really? Aura Blast is the other, like one of the last ones that you need. Yeah. He's almost mastered fighter already. That just goes to show you how ridiculous this whole dual wielding mess is. It's awesome though. Really awesome. I'm wanting to get new jobs for both the Gria and the Sikhs. That way I don't have to keep using weapons that don't have anything just so I can actually get the abilities. Oh, well, wait, what? My word. I don't know what's going on with my just cognitive abilities right now. It's just gone downhill for this. As I said earlier, as far as the Black Keenness and Keller is concerned, I am waiting till I'm much higher level before I actually do something about that. And as you can see, most of, not all, but most of the stuff that we can do, we have already done, or we don't have the necessary stuff to do it. Or we don't have the necessary classes to actually complete it. Let's actually look at the food stuff appearance. I don't know how bad this is gonna go. Oh gosh. Yeah. I didn't even need to really look further than that. That's pretty bad. Alright. Because if the main guy's not even jumping, there's no point of actually sending anybody out. Alright, let's go to the Nazan Mines and go for the Sleepless Nights. This episode's gonna be a little bit longer, I know. But I am wanting to make up for last time. Sleepless Nights.
Oi, Luso!
I'm fine. I suddenly have this terrible headache. Huh? Yep. Whatever's causing it's this guy. There he is. That's the source of the nightmares. My head's buzzing like a hornet's nest. And monsters flock to it. Time to take him out and clear the air. Couldn't have said it better. Alright, defeat the Oversoul. Cannot debuff anybody, but you can buff yourself, so there is that. You don't have to take Sid, but I am, because story. Also, I am going to take Adele, because it's story, so I think it would fit that if she was there as well. And I can't make this too easy for myself. Gothrock, Sabarus, Moodiest? I don't even know. Londa. These names are weird. And Jalmak. The monsters have weird names, but, you know. I guess that's monster things. But that still doesn't... It's just still weird. There's nothing else about it. Alright, we're gonna bring Yukina. And we are also going to bring... I'm wanting to bring Master Monk Dumas. And, I mean... Can't take out monsters with a Monster Slayer. Let's go with Lillian. Alright. I'm gonna go with Power for this one. To kind of give Sid and Adele some help. Not that anyone else in this party needs it, but those two do. Alright. Sacred Blade. I'm actually gonna have him haste himself. He can't debuff anybody, but he can certainly give himself an edge by buffing himself. And we do have the ability to take out permanently these undead. But to win, you don't need to defeat everybody, you just need to defeat the Oversoul. So it's just depending on if you want to take out all these guys. You do get better experience if you do, but it's not necessary. And you also can get higher, you have a higher chance of someone becoming an MVP if you do that. You lost twice the amount you actually hit him for. That's funny. Ow. That's actually rude. Okay. You didn't do as much damage as I thought you were going to, so that just kind of threw me off a little bit. Let's just go with fire. She can't do much in terms of damage. Okay then. You're just gonna miss everything. Alright, for curing, it actually gives regen. I don't know if I actually showed that. But Unicorn's actually a healing and purges debuffs. So that's a really cool ability. So we now have a healer for a wide area. So it does heal, like any magic, it heals your opponents as much as it heals you. It cures their debuffs as well, so you do want to be careful about that. But as you saw, it was a holy thing. I believe since it's also just normal healing, it does damage to the undead, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see if we can pull that off. And this... oh. Well, how rude of you. But I'm going to see if I can pull off doing that. Let's do Body Slam. Alright. I'm regretting instantly bringing the two of them. because they both missed on their first attack. I'm not a happy camper about that. It's like, really? I brought the two of you to do something and you couldn't even do it. That is not okay. He does have armor, so you can actually destroy it if you want. Not really a point to do that. Let's take care of what two people should have taken care of long ago. Thank you, Dumas. You are awesome. Alright. Let's start, at least, taking out Mr. Funny. Yeah, he thought it was funny to cast Dark on me. Alright. And we're going to use Sidewinder. I don't... Sonic Boom's not going to do enough. So I don't see a point of actually using it. But what is the matter with you people? Gosh. I can't defeat anybody if you can't hit them. What? Why is it that? Oh gosh, that is really bad. Like, I've seen some pretty bad attacks that can't connect worth anything, but gosh, that's pretty bad. I'm gonna have her just wait so she can get her turn sooner. Alright, what you doing? Darka, and you're gonna hit all of them. Ouch. And you miss her, that's good. And we're just going to go straight up and knock you in the back of the head. Wow. You missed your counter. I'm glad. Oh, fantastic. That's why you also want to look at actually just taking them out, too. Because they can heal this guy, and it just is a rigmarole dealing with that. It's like, hey, let's actually just not actually hurt. Let's heal all the damage you do. How about no? But you can't have that. Boom. What? Oh my gosh, Sid, what's wrong with you? Oh, that is insanity. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Alright. Okay, we got that. Let's... Yeah, I do a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, I didn't do as much as I would want. Alright, Unicorn. So it does actually hurt them. Fantastic. Let's just use Unicorn and finish this gen. There we go. Did we do it? The answer to that is possibly. Well, Adele and Sid gain a level. They did need that. Lillian also gained a level, which is good. Yukina... Oh, Luso only got 1 experience. That's just how overleveled he is right here. Dumas got 12. Yukina got 6. Well, 36 plus 6. But... yeah, Yukina and Lillian are lower leveled, but that's the thing. And all that just whatever ethereal nonsense happened left. And as you can see,
Look, Luso, something just left your body.
and there you go.
You possess a special power. You must live the life your parents could not. It's not so hard. Simply be yourself. You understand it, El?
Well, something about Adele came around.
You really think you'll have a life once you leave?
I know I'll have none. And should I stay?
Unto you I bequeath us both sword and armor, lest the power of the pact be misused.
Ah! That's when Clusta was a problem. Clusta's no longer a problem. But we are revisiting some of our past. Some as a past of people that actually we didn't know quite yet. But as far as this goes, this is when we first met Adele. But we're here, in this crazy place. What is this place?
What was that?
I've seen that place before, in a dream. Those barren stones, something odd about it. It's almost if you saw it too, didn't you? Said. Where was that? Cannot say. Perhaps it was merely a vision. Well, it still bothers me. Like I should know where it is. I don't know. I don't think it was just a dream. Look, I may sound crazy, but I feel like I have to go there. I'm gonna go find it. For now, we need to return to town. I must rest.
Right.
Adele? Have you heard a word we said?
Of course. Back to town, right? Well, what are we doing standing around? Let's be off.
And one more line in the book has been filled. Yep, and we are done with the Sleepless Nights, and we also gained 80 ability points. Oh my gosh, we gotta have mastered the old blade, and yep, oh my goodness. We're at this again. Alright. Oh my gosh, let me guess, it's like 10 points to mastering it. We are going to give him the Oblivion Sword, so we'll do that. As far as this goes, well, we can do that. We can also get Quicken. Yeah, let's get Stop going. Also, actually, we don't have a whole lot of, like, sniper bows. Huh. Because I don't have double shot. That's weird. Alright. Let's give him the Adamant Blade. He mastered Tank, so that's good. Let's actually give him the Petrol Armor. And he's... well, I could give him something different. Fine. That way, he can learn Critical Berserk. I don't think I'll ever have him we'll actually use it, but we got it there. Alright. Let's give him the Flame Rod. Alright. go with Poison Blade. Doom Blade, I believe, is the next one. I could also go with Sleep Blade. Doom Blade's gonna take longer, Sleep Blade isn't. And it's still more powerful, so we'll go with that. I don't have that. I can do Safeguard. I don't have to have Monkey Grip, but that is going to give him extra strength. As far as you go, honestly, it really doesn't matter too much. You still have quite a bit to go. You need to learn Hunting, Counterforce, and the ultimate move. I'm actually gonna change you to Raptor, so I want a different. I want some difference. Alright. Power Crush. We're also gonna go with giving you the Materia armor. Unless that's Ravager, not Raptor. Ah. We do want that. We also want to give you the headband. But it's pointless to give you jump, so... let's give you the red shoes. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Give you counter. No. And safeguard. We'll also give you trapping. And of course, we're gonna need to kind of sort all of this mess that way. We don't have to worry about it. Anyway. Oh my gosh. It's silly that it's like, oh, what about going to like all these other ends? You have to go to this place to get to the Aerodome, so I don't know why they just don't say just to this one. But anyway. What's going on over there? Huh. Probably a bard come drifting in from somewhere. That music. It's really not bad at all. Kind of soothing after putting my head through a ringer back there. Well, the ringer.
Yay! Thank you, Kubo! Thank you!
Steps aside.
A splendid performance, as always. I saw many a smile in the audience.
Just what someone in my profession wants to hear, Kubo. Well, barman, if you could post that bill for me, I'll be off, Kubo.
Aye, you're in good hands. I'll send word as soon as your request has been accepted.
Thanks, Kubo. I'll be off then.
Come back anytime, friend.
Hey, barman. But I couldn't help overhearing. Something about a request?
Ah, yes. The Moogle that just left is a traveling musician. He's a bit of a collector of instruments on the side. It seems he's searching for a material to make a new instrument. I've just posted the bill. Have a look if you're interested.
Hey, if that bard's around, maybe he'll know the place I'm looking for. The bard's been around.
Gosh. Bards are well versed in lore and the lay of the land. Aye, it can't hurt to ask him.
Great. I'll go get the stuff that he wants and have a little chat with him. And that's honestly our next mission. We need to get the stuff for the Moogle. And let me actually pull making music. And it's, as you can see, even though you're actually supposed to like help make the like the instrument stuff, it isn't like required that you need anything. But as you can see, it opened up even more. it's crazy. A cat's meow, a treasured heirloom, adopted. I mean, come on. But as you see, it didn't open as big of a list, so it may take maybe 1 or 2 episodes, depending on how crazy this is gonna get. We'll see. I want to try to get at least, I know it sounds crazy, but I want to get at least about 4 or 5 quests done per episode now, because getting one done on Friday was just, oh gosh, that was too much for me. I needed it to be more than that, and the fact that it wasn't was incredibly frustrating. Even though it would have been, 2 would have been better than just getting 1, but that did not happen. Especially since we're 130 out of 300 quests. We do need to start picking up the pace if I want to get this game done in a reasonable time. I don't want this going on all year. Which could easily happen if I'm slow about it, so I do want to work on it a little bit. So we're probably gonna do a lot more dispatching, and we'll be using our higher leveled characters, so we're gonna be using our lower leveled characters inside the ones we go into, except like the main characters, but like Luso, Sid, and Adele. But those 2 of those 3 are really bad and they need some levels anyway. So there is that. Anyway, in the next one, we'll go through that and hopefully we'll get more done that's gonna look good for us at least. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later! And I don't know why I always do a salute, because that does not help anything. Oh, no, actually, let's do...